Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy, and I'm gonna tell you guys a story of the time my house almost got broken into while I was in it. This was pretty stressful at the time. This happened in high school like a couple years back. But you guys feel free to sit back, pour yourselves a nice steaming cup or bowl of whatever the heck you want. I don't judge, and enjoy my misfortune. So here we go. Both my parents work, and I am the oldest of two kids in the house. So that meant that I always got home from school way before everyone else. But it was okay. I enjoyed the silence. It was nice. I just popped on some SpongeBob, ate some food, and took unnecessarily long bathroom breaks with my phone, watching the YouTubes. On the day that this event happened, for some reason I decided not to turn on SpongeBob. I don't know why, but it was pretty quiet in the house. Besides like me just kind of camping in the bathroom. So something to note actually is first floor bathroom is located directly next to the front door. So you can hear a lot going on usually, like if you're in the bathroom, when you're a little kid, you're running around outside, you're like, oh crap, I gotta, go pee, so you go in there and you can hear your friends playing without you. So, I was hanging out in the bathroom, and then I heard some knocking on the door, and I was a little confused. Nothing was really strange about the knocking, it was just regular knocking, but I couldn't figure out why there was any knocking on the door, because my sister was supposed to be home in about a half hour from then, and my neighborhood's pretty dead during the day. Just because, everyone's at work. I live in a townhouse community, so we got, a whole bunch of, houses lined up, but, the street is just barren, so everyone's at work. So I couldn't figure out, who could be knocking at the door. But, as I was right next to the door, I was in the bathroom, I was like, ah, crap, it's kind of frustrating that someone's knocking on the door and I can't really get it. Oops. Too bad, I guess they'll call next time, I don't know. But that didn't happen. What did happen was, they just kept knocking, and, the more they just kept knocking, the louder it got, the more frantic it got. It was just like, boom, 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 boom. It was like, oh my god, I'm alone in the middle of the day. It wasn't nighttime, so it wasn't that bad, but at the same time, it's like, who is knocking at my door? Someone really wants to get in, apparently. They were just knocking, they were just pounding away at the door, and they were just kept ringing my doorbell, over and over. Among all of those noises going on, I managed to pick out the sound of someone jiggling the doorknob. The front door. It's like, it's like, oh my god, okay. Yeah, they don't just want me to answer, they want to come in. Cool. I don't live in the kind of neighborhood where that's okay. We don't just walk into each other's houses. I don't know, there might be a place out there where they do that, but not in my neighborhood. So it's like, who the heck is even in my neighborhood to knock on the door? It's probably not a friendly neighbor at this point, because who the heck is going to try to jiggle the doorknob to get in? They're trying to get in. And I'm like, crap! Okay. So I called my dad, because I'm in high school, and honestly I'd probably do that still. I called him, I was like, hey, someone's trying to break in the house, and this is what's going on, man. And he was like, okay, yeah, he's really mellow and emergencies types of situations. So he was like, okay, it's fine, just stay in the bathroom, don't move, don't make any sound, turn the lights off, make sure that they can't tell that you're in there. Okay. Just alright, cool, I'll just stay in here. And eventually the sounds all went away. It went back to silence in my house, which was okay. I was still on the phone with my dad, he was just making sure that everything was okay. But no other sounds happened. So, I was about to hang up the phone, because everything seemed to be fine at that point, when suddenly I heard pounding on the glass back door. This guy right here. And I just heard rapping at it, not rapping, but people really smacking it, trying to come in. It's like, oh, cool, the front door was locked, so let's try the freaking back door. Well, they weren't getting in either way, because we're secure people. We lock our doors. But yeah, I heard that, and I was still in the bathroom. I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh no. There was no TV going in the background, so I was able to like hear everything that was going on. But I just heard like knocking on like the back door, and I was like, oh my god, this is really bad. I was like, hey dad, like they're back. And so the way that you get to my back door, we live on a hill, so you would have to go into my backyard. You'd have to like go around my house, like walk around the side, get into my backyard, and then climb up the stairs onto our deck. So this person was ballsy enough to go into our backyard and climb up the stairs of our deck, and then continue to try to break into the house. So yeah, that person was ballsy. It's like, dad, this person like means business. Like, what's going on? This person's really aggressive. Like, this person's not going away. Should I call the cops? Like, what's happening? I'm here alone. I'm a high school student. I don't know what's going on. And so, he was like, oh, like, stay in there. Like, it's gonna be fine. Like, don't call the cops yet. Like, just wait it out. Like, see if it's gonna be all right. And so I did. I just kind of waited it out, and eventually it went away. But here's the scary part. So remember when I said that my sister was gonna get home in like a half hour? This whole thing happened within a half hour. So yeah, here was the time for me to perform my older sisterly duties and pick up my little sister from the bus stop, which was all the way at the top of the street. It was kind of far away, so I have a boundary exception. But yeah, we had to walk kind of far away, and I had to go like pick her up and take her across the street and like bring her back home. So I was like, Dad, how am I gonna leave the house? Like, what if someone's lurking around, like trying to be creepy, try to attack me while I'm trying to get out of the house, to go get my sister? Like, I don't want anyone to like come and ambush us as we're trying to come home. I don't even know if the house is safe. Meanwhile, I'm like still in the bathroom. I haven't come out yet. But Dad's just like, you know what? You're probably gonna be fine. Just like check the house, like see if it's gonna be okay. And I walk out the bathroom door finally, and I look around. Everything seems to be in place. No weird sounds are coming from anywhere in my house. Everything was in order. Nothing really suggested that anyone had actually like successfully broken into the house, which is good, of course. I was like, okay, maybe it's okay. I look out the windows, like kind of creepily, just kind of spreading the little blinds, that move. And I couldn't find anyone, which is good. It was also broad daylight, so I mean, if they were hiding, I probably could have found them unless they were in a bush. But they weren't in a bush, cause the next part. So I end up leaving the house, cause I gotta be a responsible older sister and take my sister back home. And so very carefully I open the door, I slowly peek my head out, I'm like looking everywhere, I'm like, alright, maybe someone's hiding under that car over there. They weren't, it was all good. So I lock the door behind me, and I take the really boring walk to the bus stop. And I say boring, nothing really happened. I just kind of walked all the way up there until I got to the top of the street where I saw my grandmother's car. So, something to remember about my grandmother is she's kind of lonely because she lives by herself. She interacts with us kind of a lot, but she's still lonely because she lives there by herself. And so a thing that was really popular for her to do back then was to offer to buy us pizza so that she could bring it back to our house and eat it with us, so she could like spend time with us. And that was okay, but she usually like called first, but this time she didn't call, and so I wasn't expecting anyone, and yeah, she can be a little persistent. She's got a goal and she goes for it, she'll try hard when she's got her mind set on something. So I mean, but yeah, so you can imagine what our next interaction was when I saw her car parked at the top of the street by the bus stop. She was like, oh my god, why didn't you open the door? Like, I was knocking and knocking. I brought pizza. Like, I got pizza in the back. And I'm just like, nah. And then she's like, I even tried the back door. And I'm like, I know you did. You walked around, didn't you? Yes, you did. And so I was like, Mimi, yes, we call my grandmother Mimi. I was like, yeah, it made me think that someone was trying to break into my house. I even called my dad. I was gonna call the police. I was like, yeah, you really scared the living bejesus out of me. I don't have any bejesus left. You knocked on the front door, you were jiggling the doorknob. I thought someone was trying to break in, and you went and creeped around the back to go knock on this door. And she was like, but I brought pizza. And it's like, oh my god, alright. She's like, why didn't you open the door? And it's like, oh, because I was in the bathroom, and you freaked me out, Mimi. You freaked me out. And so, after all that, my sister finally arrived to the bus stop via bus, and then we hopped in Mimi's car, and she took us back home. And we ate her pizza in the kitchen while I was on the phone with my parents, trying to explain that there was not an actual intruder in the house. Turns out she had gotten lonely and wanted to surprise us with some pizza. And you know what? She did it, because boy was that a surprise. Yeah. I don't know, she's a nice lady. She's a nice lady. She means well, you know, she really cares for us. But yeah, that's the story of how someone tried to break into my house. Turns out it was family members. Speaking of family members, this backdrop right here is brought to you by my cousin Erica. She's an artist, and she's amazing. She did this work right here. Got a little sheepy face. Oh yeah. Her artwork's really cute. A lot of animal themed stuff. It's adorable. You should check her out. Erica Oski, O-S-K-I. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and I'll read them, because I'm also lonely, like my grandmother. So, see y'all later. Bye!